Hello and welcome to this collection of videos explaining different aspects of the Learning Spark Fund. In this video on Knowledge CoCreation, I'd like to explain what it is, how it fits into learning exchanges, and why it is an important element of all Learning Spark Fund grants, including Community Skyrocket, Sparks, and Firework. So first, let's have a definition of Knowledge CoCreation clear. Knowledge CoCreation refers to the production of knowledge through a process of collaboration. So clearly, it is a collaborative process. It is not something you do alone. It is the result mainly of two things. One, the ability of members in a group to share what they know and listen to what others in the group know. And secondly, the ability of the group to collectively process and analyze all that knowledge, and in addition to that, give meaning to it. So this means that Knowledge CoCreation asks the group to go beyond a description or a summary or a collection of the existing knowledge. The group needs to also make sense of that knowledge. In order to actively produce new knowledge, you have to give meaning to what is known by asking questions like, what connections can we make across what was shared? Or what don't we know yet? Or what makes sense now that we've heard what others know? And finally, what can we do now with what we've learned from each other and together? So now let's apply the idea of knowledge co-creation to Community Skyrocket grants in particular. As noted in the video on participatory grant making for learning exchanges, learning exchanges invite you to bring together diverse voices and perspectives around an exciting idea or issue which speaks to the theme of adolescent sexuality and child marriage. As we just learned in this video, knowledge co-creation is the result of sharing, listening to, and making sense of what everyone is saying. So for your learning exchange, we are interested in the result of what the program officer knows, plus what adolescent girls know, plus what a field worker knows, plus what a traditional leader knows, and so on. When you put this all together and collectively analyze it, the result is something new. The knowledge produced is more than just simply the sum of what was known before. Let's pause here and put the pieces together. So what does the goal of knowledge co-creation mean for you and for how you will design and carry out your learning exchange? First, to make sure you are getting a rich collection of knowledge and perspectives, as just suggested, members of your learning exchange group should be diverse. Secondly, to engage people actively in listening, to ensure that they are sharing and making sense together, you should use participatory methodologies when designing your learning exchange. And here, to learn more about participatory methods, you can watch our video particularly dedicated to this theme, or you can read the information we shared about additional resources in the document guidance note on the application process. And thirdly, to guide and capture the learning exchange and knowledge co-creation process, having a good facilitator is key. This is why the grant budget template has a budget line for the recruitment of an external facilitator. In addition to that, there is also a budget line for recruiting a person who is skilled in the use of virtual technologies, as this might be very important and relevant in the time of COVID-19, particularly in countries where people cannot meet in person. And we strongly encourage you to make this investment and to use these budgets in order to ensure the quality of the learning exchanges. Finally, let's take a quick look at why the co-creation of knowledge is important. So knowledge co-creation is important because new knowledge created collectively is a source of innovation and creativity. Innovation and creativity make an important contribution to problem solving. They allow us to think in a new and different way about old or ongoing practices and problems. So if what we've been doing so far hasn't solved the problem yet, or it's not solving the problem fast or well enough, it's time to be innovative and to think creatively about how to solve it. What are other different ways? And as we mentioned in what is the point of the Learning Spark Fund video, the problem that the Making the Most of What We Know project seeks to contribute to is that of the persistence of a child marriage. We want to find new ways to contribute to new solutions, ways of shifting norms and bringing about social change by valuing and tapping into community knowledge, and also by co-creating new knowledge together. Feel free to ask any questions or raise any doubts about this topic in our Slack channels, and enjoy networking, learning, and exchanging knowledge.